Okay, let's get started then. So,
I don't think
last...
Olivia's ready.
Oh, for fuck.
Oh no, I'm listening. I'm just pouring my coffee.
Okay. Your camera's just in the darkness.
Yeah, I set it down on the counter so you guys didn't have to watch me pouring coffee.
Scandalous.
Oh,
Oh my god.
wow.
Wow.
Wow, you let me see your coffee cup? I didn't know we were that close.
Oh my god.
That sounds like such a euphemism when you say it like that.
I did it on
that
purpose.
was the point.
That was on purpose.
That's the point.
Paul got the joke.
Shut up.
Wham!
Alright.
Shut up, guys. I've been awake for... Well, now it's been about an hour.
Yeah,
I really shouldn't start the
You know-
streams until I'm close to being done with the overlay. Alright, so... Last time, you guys went out hunting with the orc hunter Gollar outside the town of Lodestock. You managed to kill an ice troll that he suggested you try out before yourselves were stalked by a creature known only as a slinker. It was
keep
about
calling it a
to...
slinky.
Yeah, I know about the slinky.
I'm sorry, I even called it a slinky to a friend. I forgot it was called a slinker. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna kill you.
What you call a slinker.
Me too.
You have now sealed the death of your D&D character,
I'm sorry.
and it will be killed by someone with an even funnier name.
I'm sorry.
Disgraceful.
Is this
Power is
slinker?
gonna be killed by a Twinkie.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Paul.
Oh God. Anyway, yada yada yada. Gollar came out of nowhere, saved you guys, and has taken you back to his lodge, which he shares with his daughter Gaia. And currently, you guys are all in the warm, cozy abode. A large fire is roaring in the hearth. Plenty of food has been laid out in front of you guys. There are various meats. Oh, dang it.
Take your time.
Oh, sorry.
Take your time.
Okay.
I believe in you, Paul.
No, it's just the camera with Olive, just as I had gotten the overlay fixed. There we go. So, as you guys, before you guys is a proper, almost I'd say feast. There are various meats, specifically venison, along with what looks like chicken of some kind, which has been roasted in these very hot spices that you weren't expecting all the way up here in the north.
Spicy.
Yes.
Oh, spicy.
There are various root vegetables in different spreads, yams, and just regular potatoes. There is like this nice dark bread that when you like cut into it, there's a lovely kind of crunch on the outside, but then it's soft in the middle.
Oh, you
and-
can't do this to me. I'm a German.
I know. There is butter laid out for the bread. There are what look like these very large mushrooms that have been kind of picked and roasted. And again, kind of sparkled over with the spicy seasoning you taste on the chicken. And of course, for dessert, there are a bunch of rather sweet berries. Each one about like this big, about as big as your eye. And along with it is some sweet cream that you dip it in. And it's very nice. As you are all kind of sitting there, Gollar has been being the perfect host, making sure you've all been getting enough to eat. In the meanwhile, Gaia has been taking berries every now and again and trying to aim at one of you and flick it at you.
Love
Can
her.
I roll to catch one?
Sure.
Yay! What do I roll?
Make a dexterity save.
Ah, fuck. Okay, this is fun. If I embarrass myself, it's okay, because it's for a kid. Let's go. 15.
15. Yeah, you manage to quickly grab it. However,
And I pop it in my mouth. There we go.
all right. Guy kind of like, but she doesn't seem too mad about it. As you are all sitting, Gollar is kind of sitting next to Laron, and he kind of looks over at you and goes, "So, what brings you this far north?"
Let me switch off push to talk so I can actually respond to you. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
I was
Yep.
like, oh, I'll turn on push to talk while I'm pouring my coffee so they don't hear all the splashing, and then I forgot to change it. About how many, miles between Vladivostok and where? Because it's definitely a good distance on the map, but, what's
Yeah.
the scale we were talking?
Oh, I'd probably say 150 miles or so.
Alright, so with transportation at, in this period or age, how many days about would you say?
I mean, if you took a ship from Hrostgorod to Vladivostok, it probably wouldn't have been more than 4 to 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Alright. And by trail?
And by trail, even longer. I'd say about 2 weeks by trail.
Alright, yeah. That's definitely a good enough way out of the way. Alright, I just wanted to think about that before I gave an answer.
No worries.
Laron, are we kind of just sitting around just
Yeah, the way it's positioned is you're staring kind of long table. Gollar is sitting at the head of it in kind of a very large fur-lined chair with what looks like some elk antlers coming out the back. You are sitting to his right, Tavin to his left. Kara and Arian are back behind you guys, and Gaia and Trevea are at the end of the table.
Okay, and yeah, so Laron will just politely kind of sip at her water and shrug a little bit and go, well, when you spend most of your life in the temple, you don't get as much outside world experience as you would like. So I'm trying to... She pauses, kind of thinks for a moment and goes, rectify that.
You'll probably find plenty here. It's it's a good area for getting yourself training, I suppose you could say. The hunting's not too bad up here, but a lot of the people who come up here just want to not be noticed.
She smiles a little bit and goes, that was what you call not too bad?
Yeah. You didn't die, did you?
Yeah, I guess we didn't.
I suppose we did not. I mean, when you shuffle from one twin to the other, you cannot question it, but I'd like to wait before doing so.
That's fair. What about the rest of you? And he looks over at Kara.
Hey, me. I guess. Sorry, Kara loves to, just talk. I am exploring the world, trying to get, just help whoever I can, make new friends, just have a good time. I'm just here to have a good time. Whether that be hunting for things that will probably kill me, or just hanging out. In it for the LOLs, the lols.
I'll admit it's very hard, specifically for a social butterfly like you, to have chosen Vladivostok as your port of call for this time.
I have some friends here. some friends.
He looks over at Tavin. And what brings a finely dressed gentleman like yourself into such cold waters?
Tavin kind of flicks his wrist like, stop. I'm. Yeah, limp wrist.
What brings such a flamboyant gentleman as yourself?
I don't know if you noticed, but he's a fruit.
Oh my god, Golog, you're so nice. Stop.
Twirling his
God, are you
hair.
flirting with me?
Oh my god. Stop it. We're around people. You know you can't do this.
Your daughter's here. Stop
Your
flirting with
daughter's
me.
right there. Tavin takes a hit of his drink. It's a good sip, and he smiles, and you can notice that his smile doesn't really reach his eyes. He's like, I'm looking for a ship. A crew, they owe me some things, and I need to get it back. My first stop was here.
A pirate, eh?
What gave it away?
I've known too many pirates, and you all got the similar look.
I think it was the hat.
It's the rim.
Well, it's not just the hat, it's in the eyes, too.
You are staring into my eyes.
I glanced. I could tell immediately. And then he looks at Aryan. But I must say, very odd to see an Eladrin outside the Feywild. I've been to the Feywild once, and that was a very, very important occasion.
Yeah, I'm just trying to travel, and I am curious about other places, so I left the Feywild for some adventuring.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
You stinking liar.
I rolled a 12. Deception plus 6, so that's an 18.
Alright. He kind of nods and goes, stranger things have happened, I suppose. And I don't know too much about the Eladrin to really say you're against adventuring, so hopefully you'll find the nature here as beautiful as you find it in the Feywild, though not nearly as insane, if you'll pardon the expression.
The expression is very fitting, so I will pardon it.
If he rolled poorly, would Gollar have gone, actually, I'm a scholar on the Fae?
Well, he'd
Actually, I know a lot.
I don't think he'd immediately have called her out, but it would have been a little suspicious.
Public
When
call
his
out.
character is a liar,
Gollar will remember that.
curiouser and curiouser.
But he, as he goes, well, what are you all trying to do now? I mean, you helped me out, and I'm grateful, and I try to pay this back to you, but, where's the path going to be taking you next?
Excellent question. Think I'm gonna go back into town and see if I can find my friend. If there's nothing else to do.
I was going to say, if you don't have any destination in mind, I'm going to be leaving the lodge soon with Gaia, taking her south to see more of the world. This is the only home she's ever really known, and I think it's time to pop that bubble. I have some friends out in the world that I'd like to introduce her to, and let her get a taste of what the rest of the world is like. So, if you'd care to accompany us, you seem fairly knowledgeable people, and I think we'd appreciate the company.
I would absolutely love to. Let's go.
Who is sitting directly to my right?
Directly to your right, that would be Gollar. To your left, it would be Arian.
Okay, never mind.
Oh no.
Do I want to know?
So
No.
I
Laurent
wouldn't
will
mind some company on my ways.
Laurent will do her typical little kind of quiet nod and go, company sounds very nice. I have not had good company in a while.
And finishes drinking down the rest of his beer. Just goes, I got nothing better to do.
Your vote of confidence is truly heartfelt, I can tell.
Stop the flirting, Jesus.
Is that actually said?
Oh, yeah.
Is this a...
No, I didn't actually say that. No.
You need to tell me when you're in character and when you're not in character. Because I
Not in
swear to
character.
God.
Oh my God,
if your character just
no.
yells
Kara-
across the
Kara-
table, stop
Kara-
flirting at us, I'm gonna yell.
Kara has a little bit more tact than that, okay? I don't. I don't, but she does. Jesus, I hardly know this man. I'm not gonna do the big a joke.
Well, weed. And he looks over at Gaia, who is currently playing a little game with Trevea. They have little berries set up, and they're kind of flicking them at each other. And the guy's having a great time with her. But Gollar smiles and he goes, "We certainly appreciate the company, and I can tell you're all the good sort, and frankly, Guy needs to talk with people other than me. I can't teach her all the things she needs to learn."
What?
Tavin
You're
kind of
great.
Tavin starts laughing and he's like, "You want from her to learn from me?"
Well, not just you, all of you. I mean,
I can tell her good jokes. I'm so excited.
Yes, I can teach her how to steal. Finger snaps.
I can teach her about my religion.
Are we all going around the table saying that?
No,
Are we?
that was in the net.
Sorry, Connor.
Laurent slams her hands
Table
on the
full of
table.
dumbasses! Clown to clown communication!
Everyone goes. Okay, so what are we each teaching Gaia? Okay, I'll
set
go
up our
first.
curriculum.
I'll go first.
And,
I am spreading. I am teaching her the gay agenda.
Trevea,
next?
can you give Gaia the syllabus, please?
Are these
Anyone
textbooks
else wanna-
required, or could we just get through the class without really buying one?
I mean, there's, yeah, they're online.
Those are
for
for the
free.
cool
You don't have to-
professors.
They all. I wrote one of them, so I'll just give it to you.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
How to be a
Alright, jokes
dumbass
passed.
lesbian.
God. These are the best kinds, though. But Gollar kind of chuckles and he goes, "Well, she'll be learning from other people down the road, of course, but you gotta start somewhere." In any case,
Even Golar's like, we're setting the bar low.
in any
We're
case,
working out.
I can tell good people when I see them.
Tavin laughs again.
So funny.
Laurent cuts it and says, "The pirate is a mule."
The pirate is a what?
Amused.
Oh, okay. It's very,
What did you think I name called?
I think you called him a mule. I heard.
It does sound like an insult Laron would use, though.
Yeah.
You mule.
Hey, ass.
Donkey.
Donkey.
Gonna get a fist fight starting.
Let's
Oh,
go.
God.
Setting good examples for a child.
We're fighting over who gets to
This is what I'm
teach the
talking
child the
about.
most.
Tavin smiles and he's like, don't assume I'm a good person here. And that goes for all of you, too. I take the name pirate very seriously.
Serious as pirates can be.
That gets him a glare. That gets him a glare.
Gollar is like,
Like
okay,
I said,
big baby.
I've known too many pirates.
Is Gollar
Laurent just
saying...
snorts.
I'm sorry. It totally had the vibes of Gollark secretly, under his breath, calling Tavin a twink.
You little twink.
Exactly the vibes I got there. Okay, never mind.
I'd never step around calling you a twink. I'll call a shovel a shovel.
Tavin is
Gollar
the
is
twinkie
calling
that
you
will
out.
kill Kara.
Your class is not pirate. Your class is twink.
So I know how I'm gonna die now. That's good.
You gotta roll your hit die is like 1d8. Not one, sorry, 1d1, sorry.
Oh
What are
no.
the feats and the stats for this class?
Now I need
You're
to
very
homebrew the
squishy.
twink class.
Let's fucking go.
Please do that.
But yeah, he just goes, in any case, you're in fairly decent company, and to be quite honest, you came at a fortuitous time. We're leaving tomorrow.
Huh. That's
I'll give
convenient.
you money for a new one.
Fairly convenient. Or just meant to be.
You really believe in that sort of stuff?
I'm here, aren't I? Against all
Yes.
odds, I'm not in a slave pit.
And you think that was fate?
I think there are things working in the world that are more powerful than you and I. That aren't just gods or deities. I think there's a way to the world. Well, a friend of mine called it a song. A rhythm.
That's interesting. Hope we get to learn more later.
Well, you might meet him later on. He's one of the people I'm hoping we visit.
Wait, was that in the meta or not? Did your character say that or did you say that?
What?
I said that. I hope we get
Okay.
to learn more later.
Okay.
Here's honey. Bye, honey.
Okay, there we go.
What is it?
Cat break.
He came back. I gotta get him. Honey.
You need to be better at kicking your cat out of your room.
Well, Miguel opened my door and let him in.
Always so fucking hilarious whenever.
Look at him. Look at his little face.
The fact that your, like, connection...
What? No, I didn't eat it. Bye. Sorry, Miguel came into my room and let the cat in.
Yeah.
And I immediately sprinted in.
As you guys are kind of finishing up your meal, Gaia kind of, she's gotten, like, sleepy. Like, she's, like, her, like, chin's, like, on her fist, and she's kind of just...
Aww.
Oh, that's so cute.
And he just kind of goes over. Alright, little one. Time for you to go to bed. And she's like, I'm not sleepy. And he just kind of quickly picks her up and puts her on his shoulder. And he says,
Oh.
say goodnight to everyone. And she goes, good night, but I'm not sleepy.
Good night.
Good night.
Tavin grabs his hat and he runs up and he quickly puts it on her head and then walks away.
She
And she didn't even have to kill him.
she gives this big grin. And you see that she's, like, missing, like, 2 teeth. Like, they've fallen out, and, like, she's getting them back, but, like, she just gives a big grin, and she just kind of, like...
looks back at him and goes like, shh, like, puts his finger to his lips and goes, shh.
She just kind of holds the cap down on her head over her eyes. as Gollar kind of takes her into a side room. He kind of parts this kind of curtain, and after a little while, you see the light in the other room go out, and he comes out, and he goes, "Well, I've put her to bed. So now that you gave her that hat, she'll probably be up for at least another hour just fiddling with it."
At least she'll sleep.
At least. He kind of, and in this case, he goes over, now that she's in bed, and he goes over to the small kitchen area, and from a top shelf,
hell yes.
he pulls out a bottle that is filled with like a very dark green liquid.
Green, okay.
That, it's not like opaque. It's very translucent. You can still see through it. And he grabs some shot glasses and pops the cork, and he's like, "I've been saving this for when I was going to finally leave the lodge." And he kind of pours them out in a shot glass for each of you. He kind of pops it back on. One of the finer orc.
And looks into it.
Don't worry, it shouldn't kill you, at least not yet. It's an orc brew, properly made. Oh. In Orcish, we call it grog, but I feel like that's not particularly, it doesn't translate particularly well to common. It's a lot better than grog, at least in common. And he takes one of the shot glasses and downs it, puts it upside down, and just...
Oh man, if it makes him do that, I'm not sure how I'm gonna be feeling after this
Aryan
one.
is just downing it immediately.
Alright, if you're...
Evan is right there with her.
Alright, if you're taking the shot, make a con save.
Oh, fucking
yeah.
shit. Everyone else is doing it. Kara's gonna give into peer pressure. Let's go.
Dude, I got a nat 1.
Okay.
Kara, you got a nat 1?
I got it first nat 1 of the session, boys.
Oh my god.
First
no.
nat 1 of the session, boys. I got it out and ready for you. It's over. We don't gotta worry about it anymore.
What you got, Aryan?
I rolled a 9, so it's 12.
12. Alright. What'd you get, Olive?
I just rolled a 14.
14. Kara?
Also 14.
14. So,
Oh no.
Aryan, Kara, and Olive, you take the shot, and wow, whew, that is strong. That is a burning sensation. You feel warm and tingly all over. You're buzzed. You're just, it's a happy buzz though. Like the taste is almost, yeah, the taste is almost like, I'd say, have you ever had like prickly pear cactus juice?
No.
Okay, well,
No.
it's somewhat like that. There's like
thing that I don't know.
it's like there's like a sweetness to it, along with the burn. Tavin,
Oh no.
you take your shot, and then wow, the room is kind of swaying right now. You're kind of,
No.
as you're sitting there, it almost feels like you're back on your ship. The way the room is like
So he
moving
should be
one
walking
direction
normal then.
and not the other direction. Oh, he thinks he's walking normal if he starts walking. Like you're looking over at like Aryan, and like her hair is just kind of real kind of like floaty
Oh
and stuff.
my god.
And then you look over at Gollar, and damn, that man is attractive.
Oh no.
Amazing!
Maybe-
Amazing!
Maybe this was a bad plan.
Maybe this was a very
You
bad
catch
plan.
yourself just like looking at his pecs for like a good amount of time. Like those things are out and about, and you are not.
Here's my question.
I'm
Does
being called
does
out.
Gollar notice? And if he does he
Oh
comment?
my god!
Let's
my
find
God.
out.
Oh
Thank-
no!
Thanks for reminding me, Olive.
You fucker!
That's a natural one for perception for Gollar. He doesn't notice. But like it's to the point I'd say that he's so clueless that he's like stretching out his like arms and stuff.
God.
Like he's had a long day.
This man is leading Tavin on, and he doesn't even know it.
Unintentionally, yeah.
It's like a fucking movie.
Tavin
God.
makes the wise decision to go and sit down. At least to sit down.
As yeah, you sit down. In the meantime, Gollar is grabbing some spare skins and like laying them out on the like in front of the hearth for when you guys decide to go to sleep. By now, it started getting dark outside, and he kind of looks out the window and then kind of closes these big shutters that are on the inside. Yeah, he kind of goes over then to like a big chair near the fireplace and has the bottle with him, and every now and again he pours himself a little bit.
How many has he had?
He's had about 2 or 3.
Okay.
Arian is gonna go to him and ask for a second one.
Of course. Sit by me. Maybe we could
Thanks.
swap some stories. And he kind of pours you another one.
Constitution save.
Yeah, another Constitution save.
Oh hell yes! That's I rolled 16, so
Alright.
it's 19.
19. Down this one, it's a lot easier, but like as you're tasting it, like the taste is kind of mixing with your memories of the summer wines of when you were in the service of the Fey Lord, and it's like you're back at court for half a second, drinking the finest wines, and then you're back again, but like the sentiment's still there. You're still feeling great.
You also just
Okay.
astral project while you drink.
Yeah, man.
What is in this liquor?
Stop.
An old
Yeah,
orcish
yeah.
secret. Most of the ingredients you can't find outside of the great southern continent.
I'm gonna try another one. Let me. You know what? I think. Let's try another one.
All I could think
So
was,
many
it's an
lip
old
risks
family recipe.
in
That's
one
part of the old
sentence.
family.
God, we gotta watch Treasure Planet now
We really
too.
do.
Treasure Planet, please.
Yes.
Like
I will
we're already
never
watching
cry.
2 Towers tonight. Well,
Yes,
instead of a
yes.
stream today, we could just have like
Hell
a
yes.
movie day
Oh my
where
gosh,
Please,
I
I'm
would
just
love that.
please.
Yes.
I'm so
Yes.
here for that. Please.
all right.
Yes.
All right,
Let's,
this afternoon we'll watch Treasure Planet, and then
Yes.
tonight we can watch 2 Towers.
Yes.
I am happy.
Okay.
So
That's
pure.
the way you could say that.
I'm
I am
so happy.
Okay, so I rolled for a second drink.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What was it?
17.
17. All right. You down it.
Oh wait,
S-
I'm sorry, 18. I did my math wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's whenever I'm always amused when someone like adds the 1 because most of the time it doesn't matter. And I'm like, okay, well, still, you're doing great. Yeah, it's very good and similar to Aryan. You have memories of the drinks from your homeland, being in the great mountain halls, some of the best dwarven brews you've ever had, and it just kind of gives you kind of like a good nostalgia of home for like half a second.
That's so sweet. That's so nice.
Tavin's gonna take another one too.
All right.
Fuck it.
Oh god. Okay.
Fuck it.
Oh no, that's a good idea
This
for
man
you,
doesn't
dude.
make good
Also,
choices.
I will say you are rolling with disadvantage because you are already drunk.
That's fine.
Tevin is going to end this night in Gollar's lab. I'm calling it.
You're gonna start taking alcohol poison
Gollar,
damage.
Gollar is gonna carry you to bed like he did with Gaia.
What was it?
If my microphone could work. I got an 8.
An 8.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
You drink it, and yeah, memories do come back, but this time it's a time you only remember being in the hull of your ship, sharing a drink with Mortis. And then you're back in the lodge, far from the sea.
What is in this stuff?
Why you gotta do that to him?
He wanted to take another drink, and this is a very special brew.
Oh,
damn it.
Jesus.
Laurent will very, very politely go, "Where do you keep your teas? May I use your kettle?"
Oh, sorry, I haven't made tea much since the wife died. Yeah, I can get it out. I can get it out for you.
Oh,
He kind of.
okay. Oh, we're gonna drop that bomb. I'm so sorry. Oh.
So we're unpacking this now.
Well, now I feel
Oh,
bad.
shit.
He kind of
Oh.
goes over and pulls out like this very ornate carved tea kettle. It seems to be made of a very hard wood that has been kind of covered up on the outside to allow for heating. And you can see like there are orcish like characters like carved into it. And then he goes, "We have a lot of different tea leaves. She loved trying different ones, combining them." He kind of just pulls out some, and unsure of what to do, he just kind of drops them on the counter. He's like, I don't really drink tea all that much. Feel free to find what you think would taste good.
Well, now I feel like shit.
I don't want to. It's like, do we really want to drink the tea now? It's his wife's
Yeah,
tea.
no. I haven't used this since my wife died.
Drink the
this is all
tea.
her
Honor
stuff,
this
and
man's
now I'm
wife.
just like,
Honor this man's wife.
you know what? As Laurent prepares some nice minty tea, he will offer a small prayer to the twins.
Yeah, as you offer up the prayer and kind of put the kettle over the fire, you see like the little bits of water vapor begin to go up the chimney, and you kind of get the feeling that the twins heard you, and they're taking your sentiment up to the heavens.
Aww.
Gotta
Shit.
say, very nice syncing with the swelling strings right there, Paul.
Again,
This music is working.
I love it when the music is just like, we'll throw him a bone here.
Well, I feel less bad now that happened, but still.
Yeah.
Can I have some tea? This was my wife's. She's dead.
Can I have some tea? I haven't heard the word tea since my what? Tea killed my grandma.
Jesus.
But no, he's actually like, he isn't like upset about it. Like, it was kind of like a startling reminder. And from what some of you who have been drinking these shots can tell, it seems to dig up memories. And so he kind of must have quickly lived back in a moment. And then kind of come back.
Aww.
And then been like, oh, tea, yeah, sorry.
Tavin sits up and he has like, wherever he's sitting, he's got like one leg, his left leg stretched out, and his other leg is up on the chair and he's holding it. And he's looking at Gollar and he goes, "What was she like? Your wife, I mean."
He takes another sip and he goes, stubborn. That'd be the first one I'd say. Stubborn, sarcastic, optimistic. She does a lot of things. It's hard for me to describe. I've never been a wordsmith. Someone you could count on. Dependable. He kind of points up to the portrait. And he goes, when it came to our little party, she was always the one who, if anyone needed help, someone on the road, she'd get all of us to help out this person out of the goodness of her heart. She had a hard life, but she always found more to give. More than me. I remember this one time. We were at a tavern, and of course Talia got herself into a bar fight, and he points to the hooded figure in the portrait. And he goes, "Of course she was doing just fine. Knocked a halfling across the room. Poor little guy went flying, smacked against a wall, fell down. Granted, he was a rough piece of work, but Kira, she went over and made sure he was all right, tended to him. She was, even though she was a warrior, she tried to learn healing. Her and Tyrek," and he points to the cleric of Valia in the portrait. He's like, "She would spend up hours with him looking over his medical books, learning what she could. We always said, why do you want to learn that? Why? You're a dead shot with a bow. You could take someone's head off from 500 paces without even bothering to line it up." She kind of said, "I want to do something that doesn't bring harm to the world when we're done with all this." Huh. That was the kind of person she was. A better person than me. He takes another shot, and he kind of just stares into the fire as the scent of, like, the tea begins to fill, like, this heady smell of tea begins to fill the room.
Tavin reaches for his really large leather pouch. He kind of undoes it a little, and he pulls out a spoon. And he's kind of just playing with it, rubbing his thumbs along the spoon, along the end, which has a really pretty crest on the end. And then he flips it over, and on the back is an engraved M. And he takes both of his thumbs and he's running them up and down the lines, just tracing the M over and over again. And he kind of mumbles, "Doesn't get any easier, does it?"
No. It doesn't. But with Gaia here, I always have a little bit of her around. Every smile that little girl makes is all her mother. And her mischievous nature, of course. Though I think she gets her fair bit from me. You didn't see me when I was young. I was much worse.
Tavin laughs, and this is like the first genuine laugh you guys are able to get out of him. And he kind of nods. He puts the spoon away, and you can see him reach for the corner of his eyes, and he rubs them with his thumb. He's like, "I'm gonna get a breath of fresh air," and he wobbles towards the door and leaves.
Don't wander outside the perimeter. It's not safe.
He sticks his thumb through the crack of the door and then closes it.
Ariane is gonna pour herself another shot.
Alright, make a con save.
Oh, 8!
8. You take the shot, and as you kind of, for a second, expect to remember the fine summer wines in the great Fey Hall, instead your memory is of a little cottage and a brew given to you by a ugly old woman. And then you're back.
Okay.
We'll unpack that one later.
I'm actually kind of scared to take another shot because, like, if I roll low, I don't know what.
Ariane is just gonna...
This is why you just make the tea.
Meanwhile, you've just been having this lovely herbal tea, and you're just like, yeah, baby. Like, Laurent is like mellowed. Laurent is like mellowed out. Like, this is a very calming tea that she has devised.
One shot, felt a little woozy, and was like, okay, time for tea.
Time for tea.
Paul, just
You know
a little...
I'm gonna ask for more tea.
Okay.
I will make you
Um,
something.
when we went into the house, did I see inside of the perimeter, like, whether trees as well, or some kind of plant
There
life
are plenty of
anything?
like pine trees around the house. Like they're the very
Yeah.
skinny pines that their branches don't start till like halfway up the tree. With their roots entangled. There were some bushes that were kind of covered in like these winter berries that you see on the table in front of you. You didn't really see any other living things when you came onto the property.
All right. No, Ariana's just gonna go outside and sit against a tree or a bush to kind of calm herself.
All right. For those of you outside, first off, Tavin, when you leave the house, it's like a wall of just cold that hits
Shit.
you. But like outside, it's very pretty. Large flakes of snow have begun to fall through the forest, and you can see that the moon is out, casting everything in almost kind of like this silver glow. Moonlight off the snow is probably one of the purest like white lights you've ever seen. And as you are kind of sitting there, like you see your breath in front of you, and it's very cold, but still like the sound of like the nearby waterfall. Everything just has like a peaceful look to it.
Tavin is trying really hard not to cry right now. He's
Make,
holding the spoon. Go ahead. Yeah. What am I rolling?
make a wisdom save.
Fuck.
Oh,
See if you do
no.
cry.
14.
14?
Yeah.
You manage to, like, you feel like the crying nerve like right there.
Yeah.
You feel it, and then you kind of you contain it.
He puts the spoon away and he really forcibly tightens the leather pouch. Like he's locking it away. And he kind of just does a little and like shakes it off. Dusts his chest off real quick, and then he gets that smile again, that overconfident, cocky smile. He turns on his heels and he heads back for the door.
And as you
Totally
are
running right
yeah,
into-
as you are heading for the door, just as you're reaching out to open like the great slab of wood, like it already opens and Aryan's there, and he almost kind of whoa, like
Oh. Hello.
it's like the awkward getting through a doorway with another person, like.
hello. Oh, to the right. Oh, shoot, left.
Here. And he like steps to the side and he opens up his hand, very gentleman-like, which is weird, and opens up his hand and he's like, you first?
Thank you. And she just storms right past him.
All right.
Okay, bye.
You're welcome. He kind of peeks around the door to see if anybody else is coming.
No. Gollar is currently sitting at the fireplace, still kind of reminiscing now about the other like members of his little found family with Kara and Laurent. And Trevea has already kind of dozed off.
I'm
He
just going, drinking tea.
Lauren has her legs politely crossed and she's just like. I did
Tavin
not
just
mean
kind of looks
to
around
make
the room.
bad memory happen. Or
Mhm.
good memory.
Yeah.
Sad.
Tavin kind of looks around the room, see the party is dying, and kind of finds another chair for him to sit, and he just slouches all the way down, deep into the chair, and just puts his hands over his chest, and just kind of starts dozing into his meditation.
Okay. Aryan, what are you doing?
Oh, first off, she just sits against this tree for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, trying not to think of specific places, specific persons. And after that, she just stands up, brushes the snow from her clothes, and gives the tree a pat, heads back in, and will probably lay down on one of the skins Gollar laid out, and giving the mushrooms on the table side eye, and then turning away and trying to sleep.
All right. How late do Laron and Kara stay up?
I don't know. I'm not too tired. I would want to sit and chat a little bit with Laron, maybe.
All right. After a while, like, Gollar has had quite a bit to drink, and
Poor
like
guy.
as you like hear his like stories become a little bit more slurred, and so he eventually just kind of dozes off, head on his chest, his hand gripping the almost empty bottle of grog over the side, and he's just.
I go to get the bottle before it drops out of his hand, and I put it down on the floor.
Yeah, you gently do that, and he just kind of. He's asleep.
I love the pause, and then Paul looks up. He's asleep.
As if we did not know.
I'm acting!
Paul has a great sense of drama.
Mm-hmm.
So you and Laron are staying up talking?
Yep.
So lovely weather we are having.
Did you catch the football game last night?
I really like
the sports ball.
I really liked the halftime show. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I think he did a good job.
That ref needs to get his eyes checked.
I was rooting for the Chiefs.
Have you heard the good word of the dwarf Karl Marx?
You bet I have. He was a dwarf. Of course I've heard of him.
All dwarves know each other. Don't you know
Yeah,
this?
we all know. I met him. We're friends.
I feel like there's a problem with that statement.
I don't know how old Karl Marx is in Dwarven this universe. I'm 115.
Paul, you're the lore master. When did Karl Marx live in this world?
There is been a dwarven philosopher similar to Mr. Marx in our universe. I don't have his name written down right now. I'm not gonna.
I need you to know this is the third D&D campaign that I have jokingly somehow gotten Karl Marx to exist as a dwarf. So thank you. I'm gonna keep this going.
Yeah,
It's a
this
communist agenda.
this philosopher, like first off, he pointed out that the divine right of kings is bullshit. But then he also pointed out that corporatist capitalist society is also not the way. And then he went missing.
Am I right?
Then one day he just went missing, and many people suspect that the Ikari trade princes had something to do with his disappearance.
Did he have an elven sugar daddy named Angus?
No.
Oh.
And what? Now, how long ago was this?
Oh, this was like 50 years ago.
Oh, then I would have fucking knew him.
No, you
would have
wouldn't.
known the OG Karl
Yeah,
Marx? No.
115. Let's go. I'm kidding.
I mean, you would have possibly heard of him, but like he left the homeland as soon as possible, and
Dang it. Oh well, I knew of him.
there are
In
books
the
of his
temple,
theory
We're
though.
all communists. I
Every
love the
single
fact
one of
that
us.
this is actually in lore now. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
I infest everything I play with this. But yes, we should actually probably have an actual character conversation.
Yeah, it's like a for realsies character conversation. Well, I'll be like, where are you from, Lauren?
Lauren,
Lauren.
I say her name wrong. What? Hold on, 1 second.
Did he let the fucking cat in again?
I can't
No, he didn't
Lauren
let the
now.
cat in again. Go. Why? I tell you not to come in here. Go. Anyway, sorry. Miguel came in as soon as I said like what I was saying, and it distracted me.
Lauren.
Amazing.
Lauren, sorry. Uh,
Yes,
yeah, where are
this
you
is
from?
I
Where are
am
you from?
Lauren.
Sorry. I just whitewashed your name. How dare I?
Dare you?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's close to Lauren. I mean, maybe the little apostrophe is a replacement for the AU.
No!
Although I think I spelled the Ron is with an A, so it would be like
Laron.
Laura. Oh, I am Laura.
Anyway,
sorry.
Laron, where are you from?
I am from a temple in Frostgarad. Paul, it's Frostgarad?
Hrostgorod, yeah.
Frostgarad. Okay.
Oh, cool. What, I'm sorry, I didn't hear who you worship. I
The
didn't
twins.
catch that. The twins?
Life and death.
Oh.
She looks at you basically as if she expects you to just, already know, like as if it's like a common, like, hey, I say this. I hope you know what it is.
I feel like I would know what it is considering I'm also a paladin.
I am a
But
fighter, God.
fighter.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, oh.
Sorry.
I'm the most generic possible D&D class. What do you do?
No,
You fight.
fighters are fun. Fighters are fun. I worship Valia. Valia? Help me.
Valia,
How do
yeah.
you say her name? Valia. I worship Valia. I have her. My notes are somewhere else. I explain what she does. Me as a person, I don't remember what it is, but
Yeah, you explain how she's like essentially the defender goddess.
oh,
She
thank God.
is
That's what I thought.
essentially the goddess of not justice, essentially protection of the innocent, of specifically the slaying of monstrosities and
Oh, great.
the healing of the hurts
Cool.
of the world. Make a religion check, Laron, because you might know a little something already.
I can find which one is my D20. Well, that will probably be a pass, but I will add anyway, because I rolled a 19, but... Thank you. Yes, I counted on my fingers. Don't mention it.
Yeah, you are actually fairly familiar with the Temple of Valia because the temple was fairly close to your Temple of the Twins.
Yes, the Temple District.
I mean,
The Temple District.
in Hrostgorod isn't... They're actually way more spread out, but like your temple was fairly close to Valia in that you were both two of the primary temples of the city. You know that plenty of servants of Valia, be they clerics, paladins, and such, would actually be brought to the Temple of the Twins to be cremated upon their death. You have seen some gruesome sights of different paladins of Valia having been torn to death by monsters and such. And you also know that Valia is also known as the Maimed Goddess.
That's a fun one. The Maimed Goddess. I like that. I
It
mean,
goes.
I like
yeah,
that from like a lore perspective. I feel like as a person, I'm a little like, that's something.
I think it's super cool, but
Oh yeah, it's fucking
I think
radical.
I think it says a lot about Kara that she's like, yeah, my goddess is the main goddess. I'm okay with being maimed to protect people. Let's go.
Do you actually say that sentence to me? I'm
No,
okay
I
with being
don't.
maimed.
No.
Because Laron will be like, well, if it gets you to the second twin faster, I guess.
Yeah, you want to see the cool scars?
Oh, what? You're doing the Roman senator thing of look at my scars.
Well, I'm not gonna like open my armor for you. I'll just be like, let's roll up my sleeve. Look.
Laron is disappointed. You're not busting open your.
You want?
Amazing.
Need some dwarf bosom.
Oh, okay. It's just like, there we go. I have a giant chest scar.
Laron leans forward and just kind of nods. Almost like when you're like looking over like a new, like when you're buying something new and you're getting a new car, that kind of like nodding, like inspecting it. And she's like, "Oh, what gave you this?"
Hold on, now I gotta think about it. I gotta remember what I wrote down.
I
One
got
second.
stabbed.
What was my
No,
backstory?
hold on. I gotta look at my backstory. 1 second.
What happened to you? Trauma.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, that's what caused me bodily harm.
Okay, that one is actually kind of embarrassing because I got that one. I got that one from when I first started like traveling, and I wasn't.
That's the one you decided to show.
Yeah, well, that's the most gruesome one that I have.
Okay, well now you gotta tell me. You can either lie to me and tell me you got it from something cooler.
No, I think it's funny. It's a bear.
Okay, hit me.
It was
How's
a
that
bear.
embarrassing?
Bear attacks.
It was a bear.
Hilarious.
Bear attack. It was a bear attack. Well,
You hear about
considering
that
I
guy
just
who died by bears? That's fucking hilarious.
no.
Guys, you should. This movie called The Revenant. Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
Well, considering all the other like, considering we just fought a troll, I feel like the bear is just like, eh.
Bears are fucking terrifying. Like,
Better.
they're cute, but
I think it'd be
horrifying.
funnier if it was an owl bear. I love owl bears.
Oh my god, yes.
You know what would attack you and you would not survive?
Hmm.
Moose. Fucking moose.
You mean the moose that the troll was eating in the cave?
I mean, yes, but in real life they're not trolls, they eat the moose. The moose are just terrifying. Anyway, that's a tangent. Let's continue with you being mauled by a bear.
Yeah, so I got mauled. I was being attacked by a bear, and that's actually how another paladin of Valia found me, and like kind of saved me, and that's how I kind of got into paladinness, is through her. So she saved my life, and that's how I got here.
Laron nods kind of quietly and thoughtfully, and then she smirks a little bit and goes, "So someone of the named goddess found someone maimed, and you became one of the named goddess."
Basically, yeah,
Just a whole lot of maiming.
just a lot of maiming. Yeah,
It's maiming all the way down.
if you gotta be maimed if you're a paladin of Valia. Like you gotta one of these.
It's like
At
the
some
taser
point.
thing of like, in order to own a taser, like in some places you have to experience being tased.
Really? Oh my god, never owning a taser.
I've only heard that. I've never owned a taser, so
Oh my god.
I'll just own a gun.
I might be wrong.
I would absolutely hate to be tased. No, thank you.
Same. Sounds unfun. And probably the caffeine effects on my heart would kill me.
Oh yeah.
Go to the other twin now. Bye bye. Anyway. So yeah, she makes the comment about, the maiming thing, and then she very politely sips her tea again.
Well, yeah. I guess you could say that. That's very funny. I'm not sure. I guess my mentor has gotten maimed a few times in her travels.
It seems to
Yeah.
come with the territory.
It does. I mean, it's very hard to be a paladin of the defense goddess and not,
And not get maimed.
and not get hurt defending.
Laron nods and goes, "Yes, that would seem. I mean, a large part of what you do is stick your neck out for other people, and other
Mhm.
people are usually at the end of spear or claw, so
And unfortunately,
makes
my
sense.
neck is not very long, so
That is why you take it in the trunk. Thump, thump, thump.
exactly. Okay.
So your worship of her, is it just purely based on the defense of those who cannot defend themselves, or
Well, and righteous combat. Uh, I'm finally looking at my backstory sheet right now.
Griffin McElroy is horny for combat?
I haven't watched a single episode of any of that, like McElroy Brothers stuff. I haven't.
I've
So I
actually
don't.
not watched a single episode. I've only seen the compilations on
Looking at
YouTube.
my
So
notes, 8-foot vertical leap. Uh,
I want
But
that
yeah,
feat.
it's mainly like, trying to help and defend those who cannot defend themselves and stuff like that. So, and a lot of praying for, please let me get through this fight. Thank you.
Unfortunately, in my opinion, one of the twins will always get you at the end, but you can extend your time between them. Seems like you
Yeah,
are the agents of extending that time.
I definitely probably lived longer than many of my friends and family expected.
Oh no.
Because pushing 115 and we're still here. Still kicking to the surprise of many of my ex-girlfriends.
Lauren being only in the latter half of her 20s is just like, I totally don't vibe with you on that.
I'm waiting for Car to be like, my ex-girlfriends still miss me. But their aim is getting better.
Please.
I want you to take me out like
I
on a
literally
date
just
with
Oh
a
no.
I just watched the Gravity Falls episode that has that fucking joke. Like I just watched that.
Amazing.
God. All right.
All my ex-girlfriends are still friends with me. Don't do that.
same actually.
They just can't stand the fact that I'm like this. That's why we broke
Jesus.
up.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, uh, you guys have anything else you want to talk about, or are you guys gonna drop
Ask
off?
me
I,
questions, or will
oh
I go to
yes,
bed?
I'm no, I'm very Kara is very bad at asking questions only because I am very bad at asking questions.
That's fair. That's totally
It's
fair.
very full. Oh my god.
Now the
Uh
pressure is on. You must come up with good questions.
oh fucking shit. Hold on, I'm thinking. So what made you leave? I know that you told uh what is there anything else that like happened that made you leave the temple, or was it just an adventure is out there kind of deal going on? Because that's why I left the temple, is because adventure is out there. But
I would not say I would not say that adventure is the reason necessarily. I suppose it is a natural extension, but
hmm,
I was born in the temple. I was left in the temple, raised in the temple, and I was raised to be a defender of the temple. Um, and I feel as if I would only do a good job of that if I gained more experience.
so is the plan to, when you're done with all of the experiences, the plan to eventually go back and continue your defending of the temple?
Likely, and maybe along the way, if we find other temples to the twins, I would very much love to visit.
Okay, okay.
I
I
was
think I
not
would.
actually expecting to form a party of people, so it is kind of nice.
Not gonna lie to you, I was kind of hoping for it. I was getting bored.
She kind of smirks a little bit into her tea. Don't mind me, just awkwardly shuffling in my horribly tiny computer. But
I
she
was-
smirks into her tea. Now her little trill is coming into my voice. But quite the group we have accidentally put together.
Very interesting people. I'm very excited. I don't make I have friends, but usually, I'm not very good at making them. It's taken me 115 years to get the amount of friends that I have. Um, so this is very exciting.
Who knew everyone petting a very big cat would just bring everyone together?
If I would have known that, I would have pet the cat sooner.
It's a very good cat. You all do need to learn how to properly pet a cat, though.
I get a little overexcited when I see animals that are petable, and sometimes I make mistakes.
I'm just imagining like the vines and TikToks of people going on their cats.
Smacking the cat's butt. Kitty loves it when I do that to her.
And speaking of kitties, Lothar, the saber-toothed cat,
I was about to
is...
ask.
Yes, where is he?
Yeah, he is
Where is
sleeping at the hearth next to you guys, just stretched
love
out.
him.
Every now and again, like, as you guys are talking, like, if you reach a certain volume, he kind of opens an eye, looks at you guys, and then closes it again in, like, that cat manner.
I love him.
Yes.
He's a very
Same.
good cat.
He's a good boy.
He is the best
He's a good
cat.
boy.
Yep, he's looking real soft right now.
Oh my god.
I remember what I did last time. I will refrain.
Since they have seen me and Gollar properly pet cats, will they get advantage in future on petting cat roles?
You know what? Now that you're, like, as you are getting more familiar with this cat, I will say animal handling checks with Lothar will have
Oh,
advantage.
hell yes. Oh
Yay!
At least
Oh,
petting-wise.
Hell
Everyone
yes.
gets to pet the
That's
cat.
all I wanted.
It is the people's cat.
The people, our
Yay.
Now
cat.
I can't wait for all of you guys
Our
to
cat.
force Tavin to pet this cat. It's gonna be great.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
I think you'll appreciate this. One of our baristas at Starbucks, whenever someone comes through the drive-thru, goes, "Welcome to our Starbucks." And every single time, I can't help but just hear the Soviet anthem blare in my head. We are the people's Starbucks. We have been collectivized.
It's a co-op now.
I wish, honestly.
Co-op Starbucks.
Amazing.
But, yeah.
I have the face of this is gone.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh,
What have you done to him?
What have you done to Patrick?
Poor little man.
He's not pink. He's not pink.
Oh my grass pit!
I can't hear the firmly grasp at Patrick without thinking sex.
I'm thinking, what? Is that a
Sex.
me?
It's, yeah. Amazing.
Oh,
I don't think I've heard that meme.
Can I, as in Tavin, roll something to see if I still hear these fuckers talking?
Sure, perception. With disadvantage because you're in your trance.
8.
8.
In your trance and in your cups.
Every now and again you hear almost like they're like, like when like there's a party at your house but you're trying to sleep and you can hear them like through the wall sometime and you can't
Yeah.
really make out the voices but you can certainly hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what you're in.
Okay.
You hear like twins.
Amazing.
Maybe
Tavin,
roll cars.
Maimed by a bear.
Maimed by a bear.
I don't know how. I don't really know how
Really-
loud this would be, but Tavin
Really
kind
out of context.
Like,
Mumble,
grumbles.
mumble, mumble, bear.
Tavin kind of mumbles sleepily, like, "Go to bed."
No, Tavin
And
mumbles,
I-
Gollar's a bear.
Gollar actually isn't that hairy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Damn
wish,
it.
but it's not
Doesn't go
true.
with it.
I wish, but it's.
He's
sadly
a stud,
not true.
but He waxes.
I thought I heard you like cough as you laughed, like you're dying.
Oh no.
I cannot exist here.
Everyone
Existing
here
is
is chaos.
impossible.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of this will be me just hate criming Connor.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Maybe
Trust me,
you
I
can't do
know.
that.
I felt it.
I know, we've played Sea of Thieves together. I know.
I hate this.
Hi, Connor, you fucking pirate.
Gay ass pirate.
Hey, motherfucking pirate.
Bullied. Getting bullied live on Twitch.
Congratulations.
Oh, God. And then I'm gonna be bullied on YouTube. I'm so ready.
Oh, no one watches my YouTube channel. What are you talking about?
I do.
I did.
Okay, so, alright, so that you will know the person bullying you is Olive. Like, the comment you will see is just Olive.
I actually, Paul, I convinced a friend to subscribe to you the other day. You
Oh,
got a
thank
new
goodness.
subscriber.
More people to perceive us. Oh no.
If you are watching this on YouTube, put in the comments below, Tavin is a thirsty bitch.
Is that bullying or is that just the truth?
I mean, that's just stating facts.
Honestly, like, it's not bullying if you just say, hey, this is a thing.
Oh,
Anywho.
I'm gonna
Christ.
gone for a minute.
Okay.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a little break for, say, 10 minutes.
Okay. That sounds good.
Alright, I will take us to the break setting.
Wow, we have settings for that?
Oh, it's the golden perch. Little.
I know, I'm
Come
I'm
on
being a
down.